Hello guys, I hope everyone is doing great. Welcome back to our channel. So today in this video we are going to talk about the IBM interview questions, and this video was contributed by one of our subscriber friend, and here is the mail of him. So he recently got an opportunity to have an interview with IBM, so he has shared the same question. This is for Java full stack developer. So if you want to share your interview experiences, you can reach us at the given email ID in the description. So let us quickly start the questions. So here is the first question, which is related to microservices. What is circuit breaker pattern? And I tried my best to answer this. So circuit breaker pattern is a most popular design pattern used in microservice architecture that falls under the sustainable design patterns category. In microservice architecture, a service usually calls another service to retrieve the data, and there is a chance that the downstream service may be down. It may be because of slow network connections, timeouts, or temporal unavailability. Therefore, retrying call can solve this issue. However, if a severe issue on a particular microservices, then it will be unavailable for a long time. In such case, the request will be continuously sent to the service. Since the client doesn't know any knowledge about the particular service being down, as a result, the network resources will be exhausted with low performance and bad user experience. Also, the failure of one service might lead to cascading failures throughout the application. Therefore, you can use the circuit breaker pattern to remove this problem. With the help of this pattern, the client will invoke a remote service through a proxy. This proxy will basically behave as an electrical circuit breaker. So when the number of failures cross the threshold number, the circuit breaker trips off a particular time period. Then all the attempts to invoke the remote service will fall within that time period. After the time period expires, the circuit breaker allows the limited number of test requests to pass through it. If those requests succeed, the circuit breaker resumes back to the normal operation. Otherwise, if there is a failure, the timeout period begins again. So this is about circuit breaker. This is the best possible way I can answer. I'll add these answers into the description as well, both the questions and answers. You can copy from there as well. So the next question is, what is concurrent and synchronized map? So basically, concurrent hash map or synchronized hash map are used in the multi-threading environment. So the major difference is, when using concurrent hash map, there can be multiple threads which can act on the get method, and one thread can act upon the one segment of the put. But coming to synchronized hash map, the entire hash map gets locked. Here only one thread can act upon any operation. The next question, how to configure Eureka server? So firstly, Eureka server is an application that holds the information about all client service applications. Every microservice will register into Eureka server, and Eureka server knows all the client application running on each port and IP address. Eureka server is also known as discovery server. Eureka server comes with the bundle of Spring Cloud. So first we need to add the dependency of Spring Cloud. So that is available under the artifact Spring Cloud starter Eureka server. Then in the main Spring Boot application class, we need to add @enable Eureka server annotation. The @enable Eureka server annotation is used to make your Spring Boot application act as Eureka server. By default, Eureka server registers itself into the discovery. You should add the configuration in your below configuration in your application.properties file or application.yml file. These are the three properties: Eureka.client.register with Eureka equal to false, Eureka.client.fetch register equal to false, server.port, any port number on which the Eureka server starts. So this was about the configuration of Eureka server. What is API gateway with proper explanation? So the best way I can answer this is, the API gateway is a server. It is a single entry point into a system. API gateway encapsulates the internal system architecture. It provides an API that is tailored to each client. It also has other responsibilities such as authentication, monitoring, load balancing, caching, request shaping management, and static response handling. One of the example of API gateway is Netflix Zool. Coming to the next question, it was a coding question. So write a program to find each employee from for each department. Basically a list of employees were given, so we need to write the code for that. How to configure OR2? So there is we need to firstly add the dependency, and then there are few things that we need to do, so you have to explain that thing again. The next thing is, so as this is a full stack developer, there were questions from Angular as well. So was asked to explain about Angular life cycle. So there are 8 life cycle hookups method. So first, like ng on changes, ng on need, ng do check, ng content init, ng after content checked, ng after view init, ng after view checked, and ng on destroy. So every life cycle hookup has its own specialty. So most commonly used are ng on init, ng do check, and ng on destroy, and ng on changes as well. So mostly these four are most commonly used. So that's about the Angular life cycle hookups. Next question, promise versus observable. This is the most common question or most asked question on Angular. I can say almost in all the Angular interviews we will face this question. So here is the best way we can answer. A promise handles a single event when an async operation completes or fails. An observable is like a stream in many other languages and allows to pass 0 or more events where the callback is called for each event. Often observable is preferred over promise because it provides all the features of promise and more. With observable, it doesn't matter if you want to handle 0 or 1 or multiple events. You can utilize the same API in each case. Observable also has the advantage over promise to be cancelable. If the result of an HTTP request to a server or some other expensive async operation isn't needed anymore, the subscription of the observable allows to cancel the subscription, while a promise will eventually call the success or failed callback even when you don't need the notification or the result it provides anymore. While a promise starts immediately, an observable only starts if you subscribe to it. This is why observables are lazy. Observables provides operator like map for each, redux, reduce, similar to an array. There are also powerful operators like retry or replace that are often very quite handy. A list of operators shipped with RSJ's lazy execution allows to build up a certain change of operators before the observable executed by subscribing to do a more declarative way of programming. So this was about the observable and promises. Then there was this question, have you done any certification on AWS? So these were the questions that were shared to us by our subscriber friend, which we thought of sharing with you. I hope you people liked it. So this is the complete mail. So hi, your interview has helped me a lot regarding the manager round. I have cleared my technical, and my PDM round also happened. Once I got the offer, I'll let you know. Coming to the questions, so these were the questions that we have already discussed, and this the same questions will be available in the description as well. And this video will definitely helpful for those people who are searching the interview questions that are asked for an experienced candidates, and microservice interview questions that can be asked. And that's it in this video. So if you haven't subscribed us, please do subscribe, like, comment, and share this video to other technical platforms so that it might help some people. And if you are on a channel for the first time and wondering who are we and what we do, so we are basically a bunch of software engineers who attend interviews with different MNCs and share our real-time interview experiences. Apart from that, we also share our interview experiences of our subscriber friends who let us know their interview experiences through the mails. So if you want to share your interview experience, you can share us at the email ID that is there in the description. And if you are wondering what are the company names that are getting printed on your screen, so these are the interview experiences that we have already shared. You can visit our channel and get advantage of this, and which might definitely help you because we get a lot of emails saying that videos are really helpful and they are able to crack the interviews. I hope this video helps you as well. So thanks for watching, and that's it in this video. Have a great day. Bye for now.